What's up everybody, Jesse with BRSFresh. Today I want to talk to you about a favorite dragonstone. You've probably heard of it, you probably know this is one of the most popular stones in aquascaping, and for good reason. I'm gonna be honest. Let me show you here in the box that we have. You're typically gonna get a large, a couple mediums, and some smalls, variation of sizes, shapes. But let's talk about dragonstone, you guys. Look at the pockets, look at the colorations. I mean, it's called dragonstone because it looks like the scales of a dragon. But when you think about the options that you have with dragonstone of where you could put epiphytes in here, shrimp can be, hanging out in these little areas. So much you can do. The color is cool. And I gotta be honest with you, this is one of the most dramatic stones in aquascaping, right? There's a lot of different stones and there's cool reasons to buy all of the different stones or to use them in your scapes. There's something about dragonstone that is just about drama. And think about that when you're scaping, right? This is not like a serene setting when you're using dragonstone. And let me show you what I mean. What I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna be thinking to myself about, and actually, you know what? Let me take a step back. Take a look at this. You're gonna end up on dragonstone a lot of times seeing cut edges like this, right? This is how they harvested the stone. And so for that reason, there's definitely a front and back. You can't always use all sides. So just pay attention to that when you're scaping out your tank. So I'm gonna just have that be on the back end here a little bit. And as I'm coming through and doing this, I'm thinking to myself, like, how can I be pretty dramatic with how this lays out? I wanna get some height. I want to get like that force, that flow going this direction. So you can see the pockets are all heading this way and the flow of the stones are heading this way. And you get that, and I'm going to pause here. Come with me over here real quick. This is a perfect example in this tank, right? This is all dragonstone and in a mature tank. And you can see we have it mixed with spiderwood here, which is actually one of the favorite combos that I have is spiderwood and dragonstone, super popular. But you can see the direction that all the stones are flowing. And a lot of these stones are glued together that way, but that's how that scape is made. And that just really accentuates what's cool about dragonstone. So coming back over here, right? And this is a lot of rock for this 20-gallon tank, I'm gonna be honest, but we're gonna do something cool anyway. So I'm gonna try to make this pretty dramatic, and I'm thinking flow-wise, I want to go in this direction. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take my large and my medium pieces, right? And now I'm looking for prop pieces. I'm paying attention to what side is showing. And now I'm looking for what's going to be the piece that helps this stand up. And I like the way that this leans here. Now, typically when you're doing this, right, you'd be coming around to the front and looking at it. And I'm actually going to prop this up too. And this is something that you commonly see with dragonstone. And a lot of this like propping and building gets hidden with plants and things like that. But you can see that this is a really dramatic, I mean, this is like Armageddon aquascape that we're doing here. But there's so many different options with this stone. Now, let me also show you right here. I got actually an example. I went out and crushed this dragonstone. And this is a popular thing to do with dragonstone. You can take a hammer, you can take a chisel, just wear your safety glasses or cover it with a towel. And you can break it up and you can take little pieces like this and you can scatter it in the foreground. Or if you're doing like an island style, right? You could have a main piece of your dragonstone coming up in the middle, and then you can have these smaller pieces going out in different directions. So some aquascaping ideas with dragonstone that you can play with, but don't be afraid to break it up a little bit. Don't be afraid to play with that. But when you're scaping with it, be thinking about direction, be thinking about the flow of the pockets, be thinking about like these little caves and crevices you can make, and use each stone to try to build upon the other one. And you can create a look like this. To be honest with you, I'm probably not adding much more to this particular scape, and I love that. And when you buy it, you do get a lot of options as far as the quantity is concerned. But play with this and have fun with it. Take advantage of the color, take advantage of the drama, and take advantage of all the different things that you can do with dragonstone and aquascaping. And we'll see you next time.